Now, I'd like to share with us today some of the journey that I've taken to educate myself to support corporates coming through in the next 10 to 20 years. I had worked in executive coaching for a number of years when I started encountering several clients who were very, very bright. And they had done exceedingly well in some of the top universities in the United States, such as Harvard and the Massachusetts Institute of Technology. However, what I was seeing after they had gotten all of these fabulous, high marks and achievements and awards in the university setting, once they got to the corporate work floor, they actually stumbled. And I was really at a standpoint where I didn't really understand how to support them. They were assessed as having such conditions as hyperactivity, attention deficit, autism, Asperger's, sometimes such things as sensory integration issues where high sensitivity to noise or light or touch, and processing issues such as visual processing issues or auditory processing issues. Many of them got on the corporate floor, and once they were there, they really struggled with how to meet deadlines. They struggled with taking on the management of a very large project without having it segmented into manageable parts. They also often missed deadlines. They had difficulty noticing the social cues that their clients or their colleagues were giving them, and they were generally falling down. Now, this was a tragedy because the companies that had hired them had high hopes for what they would be able to gain from them, in the sense that they were brilliant in many of the areas of growth in technology and software development, in many games, many of the areas that today we would see are some of the growing, most highly sought after careers and expertise that these young people had. So the company had reached out to them, had gone after the top graduates, had given them bonuses to join their company, and had high hopes that they would be able to make a winning contribution to their company. But within a couple of years, it became clear that they weren't going to be able to do that. And that's when I came onto the scene. But I was equally troubled at the time because I didn't actually know much about ADHD, autism, Asperger's, and some of these moderate learning, they call them disabilities, but it's really moderate learning approaches that might be different from your mainstream child or your regular learning child. And I was so troubled with this and wanting to be so supportive of them that I actually went back and got a graduate degree in education as a teacher of children with moderate disabilities, they call it. And what I learned is now something that I really want to share with corporate settings and the HR departments. I want to really work with the clients that you currently have in your corporate setting that are struggling in this way. Because I can see in the education setting the fabulous success of children where the educational setting has actually adjusted to their particular learning style. And I'd like to share some of this learning on the corporate floor with the clients and the customers and the employees that you have, that you similarly hold high hopes for. Because I can see clearly in the educational setting that children who have certain accommodations and certain scaffolding, not like a huge thing, but a little accommodation can create a lot of success. And the corporations who have attracted this brilliance to their floor, which incidentally a lot of children over the next 10 to 20 years with these kind of assessed conditions are going to be graduating with high marks from university, and they'll be seeking employment on the corporate floor. We need to get ready for them, and we need to gather the talent and be able to accommodate the talent and reap from the talent the contribution that they themselves seek to make. So if you are in the forefront of corporate human resources, and if you see what I see, I would very, very much look forward to partnering with you to share some of the information that I have gained over these last 5 years in working with students with these types of concerns, to get the best from them and for them to have the satisfaction in their lives that they're contributing at the highest level of their capability. And if you are that type of corporation and you have that kind of wisdom for looking a little bit out beyond the current day, then I'd like to hear from you, and I think we could do something fabulous together. So contact me at Entrepreneur Coaching or Way of Love, and let's see what we might be able to put together. I look forward to hearing from you, and together harnessing really the fabulous talent that our students of today are coming through with, and also matching the needs of the corporate floor, where you need people of this talent caliber who in many cases can be quite brilliant and only need just a little accommodation to bring you what they have to contribute. This is Marsha Orr from A Way of Love and entrepreneurcoaching.com, and I look forward to hearing from you.